Hey, everybody. This is Robyn and
Jackie.
Roja Roxz here tonight.
Woohoo! So, what's happening, man?
What's happening, man? Yes, we were off last week, because of the holidays, and I was on vacation, and I don't even know what day it is when I'm on vacation. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, and then, going back to work is a little rough after a long vacation. I feel like I was gone forever, so, yeah. So
and
back
she
to the
enjoyed
grind,
it.
I did. So that's what Santa needs to bring me for Christmas. The winning lottery ticket, and a retirement slip, or some rich man who's got one foot in the grave and one foot on a banana peel, and wants to leave me his money.
There you go. Hey, that's a good way to get to heaven. Anyway, Roja Roxz tonight. Our show is called
Are You a Good Girl?
Or a Bad Girl? So which one are you?
Oh, man, I don't know. It depends on the day of the week. Usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm a bad girl, but,
Well, yeah, you got it twice a week. You got to allow yourself. I mean, I'm sorry, but I go for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday,
The thing of it is that I wonder sometimes, like, I don't know, because, I don't know if anybody would agree with that statement, because some people might go, oh, hell no, she's bad all the time, She is not a nice person.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I think that's because hopefully things are going to change for the better. And when I say this, I don't mean it in a bad way. I know that everybody has gotten used to everybody being nice to one another, and it's one thing to be nice and it's another to be phony nice, okay?
It's
nice
to be nice to the nice.
Right. And the thing is if you want to be realistic about it, be nice all the time and be nice to everybody. I mean,
yeah.
The thing is you and I, what we do here is we pick each other to death and everybody else around us. So we don't leave anybody out. You know what I mean? So, it's meant for fun. It's meant to laugh at each other. It's meant to laugh at everybody else because, it just seems to me that every time I turn around, you've got somebody squawking and crying and running to a safe place. Really? Where I actually had asked around and I was like, did we ever have a safe place in high school? And everybody was laughing. They're like,
no.
The hell is that? And the same thing with when I had talked to some military people that were like, yeah, we had stress cards. And my dad had a shit fit, okay? My dad goes, stress card? What the hell's a stress card? Even William said the same thing. Most of the military guys that I know that were in like my age range and older were laughing. They're like, we didn't have a damn stress card. I'm feeling stressed, sir. You need to back up away from me. And my dad's mouth fell open. He goes, do you realize if I'd have said that to my superior in the Navy? And I started to laugh because I thought, wow, and I thought back to the time of like, your dad was in the Air Force. My dad was in the Navy. Can you see? Because those are old school. I'm gonna bite your face off and chew your lips up, and
Exactly.
Can you see them going, sir? I'm stressing.
I'm stressing. You need to back away and give me that stress card? Oh yeah, okay, sure. All right, buddy. How about I take you around the tool shed and you get your ass beat? It's like. You want to see, like my dad used to say, you want to cry? I'll give you something to cry
about. Yeah. Well, those days are long gone, Robyn. We will never see a good ass beating in a grocery store ever again, okay?
Yeah.
The kind where they're going, when they're leaving, and the mother goes, hey, just wait till you get home. You're getting it again by your dad. So...
Oh, wait, I can tell you. Okay. So, speaking of not nice, okay, now.
That's bad girl, not nice, bad girl.
Bad girl. Okay, well, this is bad bear, okay? Because last Saturday, we went, or Friday, whatever it was, last Friday, we went to Busch Gardens in Tampa, right? Well, first of all, I guess I haven't been there for a while. I got an annual pass. I haven't been there for a while because all of a sudden they had these, metal detectors you had to walk through. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Right? So, it was like a bunch of people waiting. So Rhiannon's friend Shauna went, and she had the stroller with Lydia in it. She's like, trying to go through the line, and we all kind of broke up to go, into the shorter lines, to do what we got to do. Well, Bear was in the line next to me. Shauna was in the line next to him. Mm-hmm. And Rhiannon was somewhere down south. I don't even know where she was, but she was like way far away. And Kayla was with me. So this lady cuts Shauna, just walks right in front of, cuts in front of Shauna. And Bear goes, "Excuse me, do you feel good about yourself right now?" And the lady turns around and goes, "What?" And he goes, "Do you feel good about yourself? You just cut off a woman in her stroller? Because you're real cool, aren't you?" Well, the lady didn't know what to say. And she just started scurrying over to another line. And I'm like, yeah, really us people. Okay, I took a picture, and I'll be posting it on Facebook later. Okay, I took a picture tonight. And I hope it came out because I'm driving trying to get this picture, which I know I shouldn't do, but
not that that's legal or anything,
Right,
yeah, because you're not, you're supposed to drive and take pictures and text while you're driving.
Well, it was this asshole guy in a Mercedes. Okay, you're talking about 5 o'clock traffic, bumper to freaking bumper in Clearwater, Florida. Okay. Trying to cut people off just to get that inch ahead, right? And he came up to me, and I was like, right, and I was like, Florida. And he's next to me, and I looked at him, I'm like, what the hell? And like, no, you're not cutting me off, asshole, right? Because I know that's what you're trying to do. So he starts trying to zoom. So I take pictures of his car because now if this bitch hits me, I'm jumping out and grabbing my neck. Okay, there's my cash cow right there. So,
wait a minute. Do we have the license plate of this man?
I think we do. Yes, we do. Oh, no, not cash cow that way. If he hit me, I'm taking his ass to the bank. Okay,
Because I would have done it anyway. I'd have flashed him a boob and had him follow you to the bank, then whoop his ass. All right, and grab your neck and go, oh God,
my neck. It's like, idiot. So, I mean, these people piss me off. It's like, and I don't know where everybody's head's at. They're like in freaking La La Land or something. I don't know. No, dude, you're not going anywhere. You might cut the car off in front of you, but you're not going to go anywhere. It's bumper to bumper. See you at the next red light, buddy, because that's how it's going to roll.
No, I'll tell you why, because they may be from Tennessee or from Indiana. No, actually, Indiana still uses. No, they use their turn signal. Tennessee, they're from Tennessee, I can guarantee you, or somewhere in the South where they don't use turn signals. Or they wait till the last minute to get in the lane they're supposed to be in, okay? So they think they're going to beat you out because you're already in the right lane, okay? And this is my beef that I have. And this is why I got in so much trouble. And William, I go crazy. I'm like, use your turn signal. And he goes, Jackie, I said, we could have this truck's a 2001 and it's got a brand new turn signal that's never been used.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's like, but I don't know. I'm so aggravated. I'm just so aggravated because I don't know what is happening. What is happening? People are just zoned out there in La La Land. I've never seen the level of incompetency, from a doctor's office to T-Mobile. I had an incident with them the other day, and I lost my shit, okay, with them. And my doctor's office today, lost my shit with that woman. And I was like, at the end of I was like, if you worked for me, you would have been fired, right? And I'm like screaming at this lady because dude, you had a month. You had a month to get the pre-authorization. What the hell are you doing? Dropping the ball. I'm sick of it, man. Everybody's in La La Land. No, I'm naughty. I'm not nice.
Hold
I'm
on
mean.
Hold on. I'm going to kill him.
What you killing him?
Oh, because we're recording and he's trying to beep in. That beep is William Eister. Hi, I've just farted in the seat and I'm calling you to let you know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
No, and the thing is I've gone from good girl to bad girl to good girl to bad girl. You know, we went and saw the lights up here. Oh, it was awesome, Robyn. I put the video up of them putting the lights on in center square here, or the circle. I'm sorry, the circle in Indianapolis, and beautiful. Oh my God, it was. They played music. They set off fireworks. It was really, really super nice. It was beautiful. I felt so bad for the cops because the fire department had come in and set up gates. Okay, you're to stay on this side or you're on that side, and there's certain ways to get in and out. And it was like a giant maze. Okay,
Right.
so. You know, William had to go to the bathroom. And where we were, he couldn't see. He could see the outhouse wasn't more than like 10 feet away from him, but there was a gate in the way. Couldn't climb the gate. And I was like, okay, you know, I felt bad for the cops because they're looking at everybody and they're like, we just told you. And he told this one guy, I felt like going over and slapping him in the head because I felt sorry for the cop. The cop looks at him and he goes, you can't come through here. Okay. You can't. We have it blocked for a reason. And the man's just looking at him and he goes, yo, man, I'm just trying to get through.
Like, what are you, dude? Are you retarded?
And the guy, he's looking at him. I could tell God, I wanted to V8 this dude so bad for the cop, so he didn't get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? He said no.
In this case, buddy, no doesn't mean yes. It might mean that with your girlfriend, but it doesn't mean it right here.
No, but we went with a really cool couple. In fact, the couple we went with, he's half Native American, and he's Native American and Puerto Rican mix. So he's really cool. Him and his wife both. She's I don't know what nationality she is. I guess she's white, but she's really cool couple. So
that's Caucasian, Jackie. Caucasian.
I'm sorry, Caucasian.
I'm offended. Call me white. You call me cracker? Cracker?
Yeah, you're a cracker.
Cracker.
Why I call Will Cracker all the time. Yeah. Anyway, so no, I mean, there was so much I wanted to talk about. You know, like Standing Rock. I've met a lot of people, and people don't realize everybody's getting on there. And yes, there were some people that, you know, we didn't have a disagreement. We were actually talking about it. Right. I think his name was Nick, your friend Nick. Yep. I did go and look up some of the stuff that he told me to look up, and that was all cool. And yes, it all goes together. But what no one is hearing is, if they do this, it could poison their water. Okay? It's not affecting your water. Your water is already affected by it. If there's any leaks and shit like that, this is the last of the fresh water that we have. Do you understand? The earth is big, yes, but we have contaminated how much of the water on earth, Robyn?
But why is the United States of America such dicks about that? Why do they feel like they can, you know, because I don't feel that other countries do this to their resources.
No, they don't. We do. We go in there and we mess up everything. Okay, look at the rainforest. Who went into the rainforest? Did they do it? No. Right. Okay, look at that movie. What was it? Shit, I can't remember the name of the movie now. I drew a whole blank. The one
I'm talking Avatar.
Avatar is exactly, that's about that forest, the rainforest. Mm-hmm. Because, Robyn, one thing leads to another. I put up videos, all kinds of things. The Hopi Indians have made it crystal clear. 2017 is a big change. And the thing is this was something that they recorded back in 2013, okay? And I forgot his name, too. He's a Native American. He's been in a lot of movies, Native American movies. And he said it best. He said, we have come this far that the United States, it's already been seen. We're going to lose the United States, okay? And it's not going to be because of Donald Trump or anybody like that. It's going to be environmental reasons, okay? And the thing is like he said, this was in 2013, he said this. He said, you need a strong-minded business person to step up. And if you go to one of my videos, you'll hear everything that this man says. And look at the date. It's 2013 that he talks about it. Okay? Everything that he said has already come to pass. 2017 is a new year. It is a brand new start for a lot of things. A lot of people, if you're not, I guess, kind of like, I don't want to say like a mystic or, witch or anything like that, but basically they all know that 2017 is a very special year. We're moving into the next stage of our life. Whatever it is that you've been battling and really working hard at to do, you're going to come through it in 2017. And there's a reason for that. It's just the way it's supposed to be. And a lot of people laugh and, oh, Jackie, please put the pipe away, Jackie. And the thing is, what I'm saying is the truth. Look through. Most people do not even take a glance into the intelligence of the Native American. They are grounded to the earth. They can tell you about everything. Okay? There's nothing they can't tell you about this earth. The thing is nobody chooses to listen.
Right.
And as far as aliens go, absolutely. I believe in aliens. They've been in contact with the Native Americans were given the earth. They're the keepers of the water and the earth. But the thing is nobody wants to listen to them at all. Okay? Standing Rock, there's a reason those people are fighting the way they are. Robyn, why is all the press and stuff diverted from there? Why? And everybody's like, oh, because. And I'm like, really? Have you noticed that they tried to wipe us out? And when I say us, my mom is half Native American, so I can claim that. Okay, my dad is Pacific Islander Indian. So I don't understand. I'm like, I literally sit there and I think, these people are so intelligent. They speak intelligent. They do all this stuff, but yet they don't understand that the destruction that's going on. But yet, on the other hand, they will say it in another way that they do understand certain aspects of it. But the thing is Robyn, you got to understand it as a whole. You destroy one thing. Okay, let me ask you something. You've got a tree that's growing there for 150 years, okay? Let me ask you something. You go in and chop that tree down and plant another tree. Are you really planting? Are you really doing anything for the environment?
No, you're not.
Why?
Why would you cut a 150-year-old tree down?
But they did. They've done that all over the place. My thing is okay, you go and you plant your little tree there. Are you doing that environment a favor?
Well, I think any tree that you plant anywhere is doing the environment a favor.
Maybe. But I highly doubt it. Let me ask you something. All the creatures, the things that have been growing there, they were used to being there for 150 years.
That's what I'm saying. Why would anybody do that?
But they did. They did. Look at the rainforest, Robyn. Look at the stuff going on with our earth, okay? Think about how many trees have been cut since the 80s. Remember in 1980, you could go outside and you could lay out in the sun, yes. Sun cancer started getting worse. When? Oh, well, let's see. When they went and started hacking into everything.
Yep.
Okay? We're having problems and fluctuations with the earth and stuff, but understand, it is also part of a circle. It's part of something that's supposed to happen. Change is inevitable. Okay? The same thing that's going on now probably happened 1 billion years ago. And it's just time for it to happen again.
Right.
Or is it just the simple fact that we've sped it up by hacking and chopping and digging and fracking and this and that? You know what I'm saying? We sped up the process?
Yeah, I'm sure we have. I mean, you know, like I know people say climate change. There has always been climate change, you know, because you had, you know, the ice ages, and then you had the meltdowns, and then you had, you know, the rains, and then you had the, you know, so all of that has always been happening. You know, climate change has always been happening. I mean, you look at, you know, I don't know, they pull up statistics from, you know, 1919 in Florida and how cold it was on that day, because we're going, oh my God, it's never been so cold in Florida. Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it has. In 1900, a blizzard came through here and froze the whales.
Yeah. You know, seriously. So, but, you know, that is nature. That's nature taking care of itself. Mm-hmm. What we're doing is we're screwing up nature's course is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nature needs to take care of itself, but I don't understand why Americans need to be so damn greedy. You know, why?
Well, it's not just Americans.
I believe more. It's more Americans than it is anything else. I really do.
I don't.
You know, because you know, Italy, I mean, yeah, you have, you know, some cultures in the big cities. Oh, you know, we want to be like them and we want to do this, but you know, you have some of those villages in Italy that, you know, still grow their own food, grow their own grapes for their own wine, you know, go to the marketplace every day. The Greeks, they do it, you know, like, why? Why does everything have to be mass production? Take what you need. You know, these fishermen that overfish the oceans, you know, to turn big profits because, you know, they're greedy. They want to do restaurants. I mean, fish and take what you need. That was there for people to take what they need to feed their families, not to make millions of dollars on it.
Right,
you know what
and
I mean?
that's a good girl that does that. But a bad girl does what?
Turns the profit.
Right.
Big money. Big money.
You know,
it's wrong. It's just wrong.
Do you remember that movie with, what is it? She was a prostitute, and Richard Gere was Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. What's that movie? The one in the 80s.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Can't remember what the name of it is.
See, oh my God, we both forgot it. Anyway.
Yeah.
What did he do? He bought companies. He bought big companies and chopped them up into little companies.
Yep.
Okay. Now my question is, you know, I'm not big on the business world. I don't understand all that buying and selling and chopping things up. And, you know, I know that, you know, I don't understand why these bigger companies couldn't get a hand, you know, rather than chop them up into little companies. You know what I mean? Couldn't there have been something to help? Like Wheaton's, for example, that drove me. I could not believe that he uprooted and just left.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, wasn't he like half dead at the time, and that was his, offspring that just uprooted. I mean, they were about the money, the profit, and take the money.
Yeah, but Robyn, what child? I don't care. I just don't understand how you can look out over a bunch of people and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go sit in Mexico for the next 50 years until I die.
Because they were not taught any ethics. They were, privileged children. They weren't taught ethics. They didn't care about anybody. They had everything that they needed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, did you know, I knew one of the Wheaton girls. She was not a nice person. She wasn't stuck up and snobbish. She was quite the opposite. But, I mean, yeah, they're not going to. I mean, there's a lot of people that come up from the privileged and, wealthy business owners that don't want anything to do with their parents' companies or what they built. They don't want anything to do with it. And if they die, they either go, okay, well, you need to have a board and I'll hire somebody to run the company and I'll just collect the profits on it and kind of hop in there twice a year, see how it's going. Or they go, nope, we're selling, we're taking the money, we're going to live comfortable, I'll set up a trust fund for my kids and all is well. I mean, they don't care about the people.
It's the same thing with the farms. Oh, my God. People wonder why we don't have the produce and have the meats and stuff like that. I mean, come on. But in a way, you can't really blame them. I mean, when in the 80s, when the farmers reached out and they really needed help, nobody was willing to help them.
Yeah, I know. And here's the sad part. Now it's pretty much government controlled. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, mass produce. They treat those animals like shit. Yep. You know what? They treat them horribly because it's all about mass production. We don't care if we're, killing a cow by milking it to death. We don't care. Well, you need to care because these life sources that sustain the people, you're supposed to treat them well. Okay? You are supposed to give them a good life.
That's right.
And that's what you're supposed to do. A true farmer is going to have his herd of cows, not thousands of cows, where he's milking the crap out of them every day, and and they're just sore and disgusting, because they've been milked to death. He has his little herd of cattle, or a lot of cattle. But he treats them well, He maintains them. He treats them well. They're free range. They're eating good food. They're not pumped with antibiotics. They're not pumped with a bunch of GMO feed. He treats them well. He takes care of them. And he actually loves them. And he feels bad when it's time to go, okay, it's Maxine's turn to, go to the slaughterhouse. He feels bad. And he blesses that cow and says, thank you for this meal that we're going to have. Okay? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what a good farmer does. And that's not how it is right now because most of these farmers are owned by the government. They're government controlled. Oh no, you have to come in here and you have to do this. I don't want to eat a cow that's been pumped full of antibiotics. Okay? I don't want that.
Well, you know what broke my heart? I saw something on YouTube one night, and it was about cows that it showed this guy taking a what do you call it? A dump. Not a dump.
Yeah, don't talk. No, let's not talk about that because
I cried. I was like, oh my God, the cow was sick and it was just it was looking at him like, please help me. And I'm like, oh my God. And this guy, and they're laughing. I'm thinking to myself, what? Oh God. See, I can't handle shit like that.
I can't either because let me tell you something. I'd punch that redneck right in his freaking ugly face.
They're out there. Oh, you see, he done fell over.
Yeah, bitch. Let me give you something to laugh about, okay? How about I shove this rod sideways up your candy ass and see how funny that is, okay?
It's
because
like
I can't handle it. I can't handle that.
let me ask you something. The thing is, all right, a lot of these kids, they're sarcastic. They don't give a shit one way or the other. But what I don't understand is, how did they come to this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because I would think, I've heard some of the way these kids talk to their parents, and I cringe.
I do know. Let me tell you something. I do know. And, okay, Jeff Hines, okay, because I know you're going to be listening to this, and I know you're going to be rolling your eyes, and I hope they don't get stuck back there in the back of your head when you're rolling your eyes about what I'm going to say. Okay? But, I am going to tell you, how did they get this way? Because they're putting shit in our food. They're tainting our food. I'm telling you, I have tasted free-range meat, a free-range cow, a free-range hamburger, a buffalo burger, bison burger.
I love buffalo burgers.
Yeah, and free-range, and the taste is so different. My eggs, my fresh eggs that I get from my chickens are free-range. You don't get that GMO shit. Okay, they're free-range. Those eggs, and I've taken them into work and given them to people. Hey, just take them. I have an overabundance of them. And I'm like, oh my God, they're so fresh. You can so taste the difference. Yes, you can. Okay, they're putting shit into our food source, and I don't care if it's vegetables. I don't care if it's meat. They're putting shit into our food source, and it's making people retarded. Not necessarily dumb or whatever, but it's doing something. These chemicals that they're putting into our food sources are doing something to our metabolism, to our bodies, and that's a fact. I mean, that guy I know in Ocala, and he has property in Ocala, and he put 2 elk, a male and a female. He put ducks, he put chickens, he put cows, he put pigs, he put deer, okay, all kind of stuff on this property. There's no house, there's no nothing, just these animals, okay? Mm-hmm. They breed, they reproduce, and then he gets more and more and more. He goes out there and he goes, okay, I got to stop my freezer. He goes out there and shoots one of the elks, okay, and stocks his freezer. Free range. He goes, gets a chicken, gets eggs, whatever he needs, stocks his freezer. Free range, okay. He pays for all of this acreage. He pays $80 a year in taxes. That's it. Free range everything, and he knows that there's no chemicals, no anything going into his food source for his family. Sad part is, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do it. So, I mean, that's where we got to say, okay, cut the crap, because I don't know what it's doing to people, but it's the kids today, they're so much more sick than they were back in our day. I mean, back in our day, what we got, we'd get a cold, okay, we'd be over it. But some of these kids, I mean, I have people in work, my kid's sick again. What do you mean your kid's sick again? You might want to take her to the doctor and find out what's up with that, I mean, it's food source. It's the shit they're spraying in the sky. Yeah, hardy hard, Jeff Hines, because I know you're going to roll your eyes on that too. Okay, but, I mean, I'm having a greenhouse installed here this year because I don't like what they spray in the sky. So even if I do plant stuff in my garden, it's going to get all the whatever's in that sky coming down and getting on my food. So I'm having a greenhouse installed, so everything's inside. I mean,
but what about the water? The stuff that falls from the sky goes into the water.
Yeah, well, I know that too. I mean, I have well, but it's still going to get in there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know anymore. The more I think about it, the more I go, oh my God, when is enough going to be enough? And, I know my niece and nephew my niece was always sick. My nephew was always sick. My sister Tanya's always sick. Everybody, it seems like since I moved away from New Jersey, and it's not to say anything about Jersey or Pennsylvania, but ever since I moved away from there, I don't get sick like that anymore. I mean, the things that bother me now are my diabetes, my asthma, my allergies, that stuff. You know what I mean? But I don't have the, knock on wood, I haven't had a stomach flu in I don't know how long. You know what I mean?
Say that, you're going to get it, but I know, and that's, I don't understand. I don't know what the answer is, and me being one person, I can't solve that. I know there's people like me that think like me out there, but I mean, it's too big for us, just like it's too big for the people of Standing Rock. Yeah, they're going to stand and fight, but ultimately, it's probably too big for them. If they win it, I think that's amazing, and I think it would be in the right step, and maybe people would listen, and take notice, and maybe more people would join the cause. But there's not enough of us who give a shit, and that's the problem.
Okay, Robyn, the part that really irks the crap out of me, if I had a way to go to Standing Rock, I would be there. Okay.
Absolutely.
And that my mom, I don't know about my sisters, but me and my mom definitely would be there. You know what I mean? Even in the freezing cold.
Right.
The thing is so many people, when it's good for them to say, well, I'm Native American, I'm this, I'm that. And yet, me, I put stuff about it. I try to pass things along and, anything that I could possibly do, because I feel kind of helpless.
Yeah.
I see these people out there, they're freezing, they're cold, they're being shot with water cannons. Really?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I
don't get it. You will have a bunch of people on a street turning over cars, setting buildings on fire, doing all this shit, beating the hell out of each other, yet you don't use water cannons on them.
Hello. Amen,
okay?
sister.
I don't get it. Why aren't you shooting them with rubber bullets and hosing them down? That's what they say. How do you break up two dogs fighting? Right there.
Absolutely. And that's what they should be doing. Oh, my God, you can't do that because you're not taking their feelings into consideration.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Because Native American people don't have feelings? Really?
Exactly.
They got more feelings than these other assholes will ever have.
Exactly. And that's what makes me sick. How can they do that to these peaceful people?
Robyn, they're standing there. And this is what, I don't know who it was on your page that said, well, you call that peaceful? And I about went off and I thought, no, I will behave myself. And I will look at this, try to look at it from their point of view. I still couldn't see it from their point of view. But the thing is this. Like I said, the Native American people have been pushed around all these years. It's time. It's their time now to stand. Enough is enough.
Understand how much we could learn from them.
Robyn, the thing is like the Hopi Indians said, we would still be able to drink out of the streams if when white man came here, and it's not to be mean or anything like that, but if they lived by Indian way, we would still be able to eat off the land and drink out of the creeks. But that was never going to happen. Because look at England, look at all those places. Those places over there are 10 times as old as we are. We're not that old.
We are not.
The United States is not that old. The Native American people go way back to the beginning of time. Okay? Now, this is the thing. They know what they're talking about.
Right. Absolutely.
Hold on a minute. Well, the door's unlocked. See, I always say that's the ghost in the hallway. I'm telling you, Robyn, we've got spirits here like you would not believe. People will laugh about that. But one day I walked by the door. I had locked the door up and everything. I went by, the door was unlocked.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, so I locked it back and I go into the bedroom. I come out. I got my hands full, got dirty clothes, and I look over and both locks are unlocked. And I'm like, now we're the only ones with keys. Will and I are the only ones with the keys to that door. So I locked the door back, put the chair underneath of it, went and got the black Gorilla tape. And I locked them and taped them. And then they stayed locked.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that's exactly what I did. You think I'm lying? I have pictures of
I don't think you're lying.
something in here. It'll walk over, and all of a sudden, I will get freezing cold, and it feels like it either sits on my lap or sits right beside me. And I'm like, Will, put your hand over. He's like, oh my God. And I'm like, see, visitor. But the other night, we had something weird. That movie, Predator. You know what they look like with that weird hazy look to them?
Yeah.
I know you're going to think I'm nuts, but I was laying down and I looked up and I had my glasses on so I could see, and I could have sworn this thing walked past me. And I heard the floor creak, and it sounded like it walked right past me down the hallway. And I'm like, what the hell? So Will and I are in here laying down, and he's, falling asleep because he had taken his medicine. And I saw it again, but when I did, I felt like a breeze come by me. And I looked up and I'm like, all right, enough. See, stuff like that doesn't bother me. I'm not scared of it or anything. As long as you don't surprise me, I know they let me know that they're here. But, the thing is sometimes I'm not paying attention and it'll startle me. But yeah, I've had a lot of things here happen. The old apartment, we had the water in the tub used to come on by itself. Literally. The sink would come on by itself. I got pissed off because something fell in it. It looked like something knocked something off my wall. I got pissed off. Well, I knew instantly. I said something, went to walk into the bedroom, and the door slammed in my face, and I was the only one there.
Holy shit.
You talk about pissed off. I kicked that door open, and I was like, oh yeah, you think so? I don't think so. And see, stuff like that will just anger me. It doesn't scare me. It just pisses me off. But yeah, Will, and then it happened to Will. Will was doing something and he went to walk into the bedroom and the door slammed right in his face. Boy, I got off that couch and it cracked open when I jumped off the couch. And he looked at me and he's like, what the hell is going on? I come through that door and I could feel like something was standing in the closet looking at me. And Will's like, I don't feel nothing. I turn around. I said, you need to get out of here. Let me tell you, Robyn, that is no lie. Will got pulled to the end of the bed in that apartment.
Ugh, no, I would have been out. I would have been.
And I rolled up all night long. I couldn't sleep. It felt like somebody was standing at the end of the bed, just staring at me. I looked up and I'm rolling around, and Will goes, "What is wrong?" And I said, "Why do I feel like there's like 3 of us in here?" And he goes, "I don't know." Well, then I kept having these weird dreams about somebody dying in the apartment. Well, don't I find out later on that a woman OD'd in there?
Oh, my God.
And exactly where I walked over and the channels used to switch, the TV would go off and on. And I was like, Will, it's like right here. And that's where they found her, dead on the floor.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And I used to have dreams about some strange woman walking around and they're naked. They found her naked on the floor.
My God.
And I was, and Will's like, Jackie, you're losing it. And I'm like, dude, I'm not losing it. I'm telling you, this is what I'm dreaming. And it was really strange. Things I would turn around and the pot would be gone. I'm serious. This is real stuff. Here, I'll turn around and the cabinet door's open and if I'm not careful, I'll smack my head on it. Yes, that, I have sat things down to turn around and they're gone, and I'll find them in the other room.
I want to know if Jeff Hines' eyeballs are going to be rolling in the back of his head on that one.
What? What I just said?
Yeah, on your stories.
Oh, I don't care if they are or not. If he wants me to, I can roll them out of his head. But no, this is realistic shit. And the thing is I can prove everything I say. Joe Malini will tell you some shit. With the one apartment we lived in, we went in fact, my sisters, the twins, Denise and Nicole had lived there with Nicole's boyfriend. And then Denise's boyfriend moved in. But all four of them used to tell me about weird shit that went on in the apartment all the time. And I knew it the moment I hit the door. Me and Mom looked at each other, and I said, there's something here big time. And Mom goes, oh, yeah, because my mom can pinpoint. My mom can almost chase a spirit in a corner. I'm serious. My mom is that good. And the thing is me and Joey took the apartment when Nicole and Denise moved out. We took the apartment. We were laying there one night, and all of a sudden, I don't know, I heard like that. And I looked up, and the bathroom door was opening up by itself. Joe was frozen. Joey's got them big blue eyes. And you saw like these lights move across the side of the wall, and we had those sliding doors in the for the closet, and it actually moved back and then moved forward to come back. Joe goes, fuck this shit. Jumped up out of the bed. He goes, what the hell's here? And I said, Joey, calm down, it's okay. And then one night, what was it, we were laying there just watching TV, laying there. All of a sudden something was standing in the doorway. You could make out the exact. I like to have died. And Joey's like, Jackie, he's elbowing me. And I said, what? I see it. Just ignore it. He goes, fuck you, I ain't ignoring it. Get it out of here. And he jumped up and threw a pillow at it.
Oh my God.
But that wasn't the only thing. Explain to me how an apartment we move into, right after we got married, the woman that, I guess the guy that that owned the apartment, they were all family with this family. And you know, the Molinis were right there in Landisville, okay? And she comes in and she goes, you know, it's the strangest thing that you two should get married while you're living here. And I said, why? Now, the original owners of that house were Jack and Josephine Molini.
Oh, wow.
And it was Joe and Jackie.
Oh, wow.
Okay? But I used to smell like an Avon type, like that real old-fashioned, like rose-type perfume. When him and I would argue, I would smell like a cherry vanilla pipe upstairs because his office was the middle bedroom, and you could just walk in there and smell it. Well, one night I was laying there, and I felt something tap me on the back, like the back of my shoulder. And I didn't really pay attention. I go, knock it off, Joe. Well, Joe was laying in front of me. Okay.
You're going to freak me out, man. You're
so,
freak me
listen,
out.
Joey turns over, and his eyes got so big. He jumped up. His mouth fell open, and I turned over, and there was a man standing. And I mean, it looked like a man standing there, but he was see-through. And he just, like, disappeared. Right in front of us. Joe goes, God, he goes, this is bullshit. Since I got with you, I've been seeing ghosts and shit. But, I mean, you would be surprised. I saw Joey's Uncle Joe at his grandmother's house. He stepped out of the wall. I was laying on the floor. Joe had gone to the bathroom. It was pitch black in there. This man stepped out of the wall, looked at me, looked just exactly like Joey. And I didn't know who he was because Joe and I had just started dating. Went back into the wall, and I'm standing there looking at the wall, touching the wall, right? Joe comes in, he goes, yo, and I jumped. He goes, what's wrong? And I go, who's the guy that looks just like you?
Oh, my God.
He goes, what are you talking about? I said, I just saw a guy come through the wall, and he looked just like you, but thinner. And Joe's mouth fell open, and he goes, are you serious? I said, yeah. He came right behind where Graham's chair is, and he looked at me and went back in the wall. And he looked at me, and he goes, would it be this? Oh, my God. He showed me this picture, and my knees like they gave out. I was like, who is that? And he goes, Jackie, that's my uncle that died. And I'm like, okay, I'm going home.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I've seen all kinds of people that they're like, "Oh, Jackie, you're crazy." I don't drink anymore. I don't do drugs.
I don't drink
Okay,
anymore.
I seriously, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke dope. I don't do shit. Okay, so if it's GMOs is making me psychic. How's that?
Just go back to the hippie lettuce, man. Go back to the, to the peach plate, man. Shit.
No, seriously. I can tell you stuff that make your hair stand straight up on your hair.
I don't want my hair standing straight up, okay? I don't want my neck freaking out.
See, now what's going to happen is Robyn's going to go into her bedroom tonight and some sexy guy's going to be standing there and go, "Hello." And she's going to be like, "Ah."
Yeah, but if you see through, I'm going to shit my pants, okay? Just to let you know.
Hey, just think that could be a positive thing.
Oh, my God.
I was laying in my bed. All of a sudden, the covers come down, and I think I got impregnated by an alien.
Oh, my God.
All right, we're going to cut it off. We're at 50 minutes already. Gee, see what happens.
See what happens when two girls just shoot the breeze.
Yep, this is what happens. Anyway, okay. Thank you guys very much for being with us. And this is, are you a good girl or a bad girl? And you need to decide.
Naughty or nice? Santa, what you bringing me? What do I gotta be?
I'll be a bad girl. She can be the good girl.
Oh, no, screw that, man. If Santa's going to bring me shit, I'll be really, really bad.
Well,
Very
yeah,
naughty.
you're supposed to put on that act, and then when it gets there,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Santa, baby.
Oh, my God. All right, girl. Well, I hope everybody has a good evening, and we'll catch you all next week on...
Yes, on Roja Roxz, baby.
Woo!
I'm Jackie.
And I'm Robyn.
And we are Roja Roxz.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Peace out, people.
All right, bye.
Bye.